Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Stojkovic going face-to-face with his great rival. Nicely weighted ball. And he's picked out the run. He's got away. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. And it's hoisted clear. And he's gone backward here. Shapes to shoot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Lovely, now then. And that was very necessary. And here's Osimhen. Silvestre clears without hesitation. Zanetti. He was under real pressure there. And that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Could move up a gear here.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
And it's Schneider. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now it's Batistuta. Lampard. And here's Ibrahimovic. Engages and forces him off the ball. And here's Ibrahimovic. It's Ibrahimovic! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Ibrahimovic actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Schneider with the short one. Stood up well to him there. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Osimhen. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. They shifted it to the flank. And here's Guardiola. That's a shade optimistic. And now the breakaway. Now it's Schneider. That has been cut short. So it is still 0-0. Osimhen. Real chance! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! The first significant strike. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Paris Saint-Germain are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Shoots! Loose ball, takes a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Robertson is offering a wry smile there.
Schneider plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Tries to pass it through. Picks Batistuta! And he couldn't finish.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And The two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Can he get it through? And that could set him on his way. Ibrahimovic. And that's played in. And the shot! It's loose now, and he's following up! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Hazard clearly knew where that was falling. He'll be disappointed he didn't put it away.
Zanetti.
Paris Saint-Germain really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Now it's Stojkovic. And the counter is on. Pepe. That is good strength. And it's Guardiola. And this is Ibrahimovic. Can he finish? Zanetti. Guardiola. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Oh, good ball. Chance for a shot! And yes, it's there! They are right back in business.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Milan restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Silvesh gets it away. Guardiola, good ball, tries a shot! Cleared away. Oh, that is a fair try. And it's half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So there was the first half.
Well, you have to ask questions how this has stayed 1-1, Peter. I do think, though, that the way spaces have been found in key areas with relative ease will be a real concern, something that needs addressing, and fast.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Pass is just off target. He is just It's Ibrahimovic! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Guardiola. And he's quick to return it. Played in by... Oh, good play! Oh, it's hit the post! Opts to play it back. Backward it goes. And the shot! Has another go! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Zanetti really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
White. Robertson. Milan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And here's Ibrahimovic. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
White. And it's made its way to... Oh, shooting chance! It's off target and by quite a way. Not the best distribution from the keeper. And it's played forward. Vermaelen promptly onto that, and that is that. White, and it's Guardiola. Now it's Osimhen. they can break here. Dinks one through. Costa Curta cuts out the pass. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Now it's Osimhen. Succumbs to the pressure. And this is Hazard. Knocks it into space. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Paris Saint-Germain presented with a golden opportunity here. Drama over the penalty spot. Oh, brilliant stop from Courtois! He has missed it.
You couldn't ask for a better opportunity to equalise, but now he'll feel like the opposition have just scored.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 3.
So, third corner of the game.
Numero 14. Numero 13. Schneider. Numero 10. Lampard.
Rijkaard with the clearance.
Il numero 5.
Milan are looking to go forward now.
Il numero 4. Attenzione in
This is Hazard. Hazard showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Ibrahimovic goes down, but nothing given.
Milan clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And this is Ibrahimovic! And no! He had to, and yet he could not.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Zanetti. And he was quick to react. Spread it left.
Whatever happens, that's the...
Can he finish? Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And they get themselves in front! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, it's better late than never, Peter, and that's potentially decisive now.
And here's Batistuta. Robertson, looking for the far post. Oh, greatly! Oh, crossbar! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 15.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Numero 19. Cambio di giocatore.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. That has ended up in no man's land. Very much into the last knockings. That's Park Ji-sung. He's shifting through the gears here. That's good play.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Oh, cracking ball. Quality ball. And this is Batistuta. Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
Chance, surely! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
They're up to 5 corners now. Defending of the desperate variety. What a throw in. Well, that is one way to stop him. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. And the referee brings it to a close. What a game, what a show. Both sides were... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. So things are underway. Lionel Messi, one of the greatest, perhaps the greatest ever, European Player of the Year so many times. The first of those way back as a 22-year-old, Jim, in 2009.
Yeah, and it came after such a great season. Treble winners with his side, of course, capped off with a very memorable European winning.
Oh, he's all alone. Chance, surely! What a wonderful goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. No way through. He's gone for goal! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Carlos actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Paris, Maldini has given away a free kick. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Vermaelen. Guardiola. And it's Zanetti. Now it's Osimhen. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Van Basten. Robertson has it out wide and it's shot at goal! And a neat finish! And they're threatening to fly away here! Simplicity itself.
Van Basten really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Paris Saint-Germain are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
And this is Van Basten. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Neymar. Zanetti. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Now it's Van Basten. Ronaldinho. Shifted it to the flank. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Koundé clears without hesitation. Deco going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Messi. And he can clear it away. Ambitious ball here. Oh, super find. Goes for a shot! Van Basten! My word, this guy is special! A finish right from the top draw. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Guardiola. And Zanetti. Played out to the left flank. Deco. Good running, strong and purposeful. Ronaldinho. Now this is from Mario. Koundé gets it clear. And he's there to retrieve it. Guardiola did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Van Basten, Osimhen. Deco. And the counter is on. Busquets. And it's Roberto Carlos. And here's Neymar. Ronaldinho. And here's Romario. Great ball. Chance for a shot! And he's stuck it away. It could be a lifeline. 2 more needed. Oh, high-quality goal. Lovely first touch. Sumptuous second.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
So could they be onto something here? Rijkaard. Busquets. Now it's Neymar. That has been cut short. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half.
Paris Saint-Germain are 2 up, And on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Well, we've been blessed with a goal-laden first half. 3-1 is the half-time score.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 6.
Down to business again.
Será reemplazado por el dorsal 7.
Rijkaard. Guardiola. Looking for the run. This is Romario. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Big chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Zanetti. The most accurate pass. Thuram. And it's Maradona. Messi. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Osimhen finds himself offside. Busquets. And here's Neymar. Zanetti, always on the lookout for any signs of danger. Now it's Osimhen. Nicely weighted ball. Roberto Carlos. And it's Maldini. Here's Cannavaro. Messi. That has not gone well. And it's Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Osimhen. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now it's Osimhen. He's found a way through. Zanetti. Osimhen! And it's there! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 80.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
El dorsal 19.
So now the difference is 3.
Neymar.
Busquets cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away. Shoots! And there's a goal! Untouchable, remorseless, relentless, a class of their own. And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. We are just getting started. Alessandro Costa, goalish header! Messi.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Vermaelen makes the interception. Robertson, and it's Van Basten. And it's Zanetti. To Guardiola. Van Basten. Can he finish? Rijkaard. That has not gone well. It's a pretty loose pass. Griezmann. Can he spark a counter here? Knocks it into space. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain... Tries a shot! And that is wildly off target. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Vermaelen. Guardiola. Griezmann. Looking for options for movement. And here's Gerrard. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. New Mexico United with the corner, they're first. Defending of the desperate variety. Paris Saint-Germain have the chance to go the other way. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Koundé. Well, we expected better, and so did he. This looks promising. That's put paid to the danger. And it's Robertson. So it is still 0-0. Passing nice and neat. Gerrard.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Vermaelen promptly onto that, and that is that. Zanetti. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. He's a sharp little ball here. Zanetti. Rijkaard. Stood up well to him there. Kaká. Griezmann. Now it's Messi. Costa Curta goes sliding in. Guardiola. Ball looks a good one. Griezmann, a player who needs no introduction. Now it's Luis Suarez. Now it's Kaká.
There they go, hunting again.
Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Kaká makes a dash for it. And this is Luis Suarez. Goes for a shot! Goal! The first significant strike. Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So the first moment of real significance.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Messi. Now it's Luis Suarez. Griezmann going face-to-face with his great rival. Gets a good foot in there. Zanetti. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Looking for the run. Kaká. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
New Mexico clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Zanetti. Kaká does really well there, he is strong.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
That's an untidy challenge, free kick given. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket, it's just a stern lecture. Costa Curta. Kaká quietly revving up. And Messi! Messi! Genius! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
New Mexico United are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
And the pass is intercepted. Robertson. And here's Van Basten. Well-timed, excellent interception. New Mexico United are looking to break at pace. And it's Robertson. And that signals the end of the first period.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon.
Merci.
So we're off again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Messi. Now that pass has been well intercepted. Rijkaard. Guardiola. Passes short and sharp. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Kaká. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And it's Van Basten. Messi has found the net here, of course.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Costa Curta. Robertson. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And it's Gerrard. Well-timed, excellent interception. Guardiola. Kaká, 2 assists to his credit already. Van Basten, spread to the right. Now it's Osimhen. Gerrard. And it's Griezmann, spread out to the left. Zanetti. Ball played for Rijkaard. That has been slung wide. Delivered across. And that's the keeper's ball. Robertson. And here's Van Basten. Kaká. Now that looks a decent ball. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Just eases him off the ball. Guardiola. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Griezmann. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Luis Suarez. Now it's Kaká.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And the shot! That is decidedly lacking.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 45.
So we have movement on both benches.
Le numéro 13. Le numéro 23. À leur place, le
Kubo.
numéro 20. Le numéro 9. Le numéro 4. Sylvestre. Le numéro 19.
Koundé kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Shapes to shoot! And it's there! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
A case now of complete control. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. Now it's Pelé.
Paris Saint-Germain really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
That is a brilliant interception.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Oh, it's Van Basten. Well read, nice interception. Vermaelen cuts out the pass. Can they get him away? Ibrahimovic! And we're done. Paris Saint-Germain cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling.
Ну, первых дивизионов не видно пока. Хотя другой, может быть, первого. Хотя могут и оба. Марсело дайте. Требую Марсела. Марсел бывает такое в моей, когда я главный. Ты мне там что-то говорил, что у тебя разные эти формации, там вроде каждые разные. А, вот теперь да, разные. Согласен. И то для Рональдинho здесь места нет. Хотя вместо Де Брuyна, может быть. Всегда по-разному. Один раз поменял, всегда по-разному. Осимон ставь, блин, такая стрелочка. Вместо Батистуты. Интересно. Начинаем с контратака длинной. Хорошо. Ты опять поменял команду. Была красная, сейчас зелененькая форма.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me,
Я когда он был
providing insights
четвертым
will be
играл,
Jim
легко
Beglin.
высылал эти сообщения с фоткой. Бля, ну должен
Well, the stage
5,
is set
хуй
for a
знает, как это
stirring
делать.
showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and
Не
there's a
умею.
real sense
Не
of
знаю как.
anticipation in the air. Game on. So off we go then.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, that's the key to the job, isn't it? Find a different way of doing the same thing, and that he basically excels at. He's fantastic once he comes inside. Anything is possible.
Hazard, and here's Van Basten. It's Van Basten! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Фантазио.
Very, very good.
Ты
You can't
меня
ask for much more than
назвала.
that.
Захотел забить.
Madrid with the corner, they're first.
Еще один фантазер.
That is decidedly lacking.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Van Dijk spots it and
Обокрали.
intercepts. And he's in on goal, and he's managed to get free.
Никого не было.
And they can counter here. Nicely weighted ball. He's got away. Oh, what has happened here? Now there's a fine ball. Searching pass he's played there. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Here's found the way
Пенальти,
through.
блядь. У тебя
He's been
сегодня
taken
что-то на
down,
пенальти
and the
тянет.
referee has pointed at the spot. Red Star
Так, Марселу,
presented
которого
with
нету.
a golden opportunity here. The chance to break through. Just one winner. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
Madrid are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Red Star clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, he gave that an almighty thump.
Well, it was a confident attempt, and he made it look like a doddle the way he generated that power.
Comes under pressure and it's come loose. That's been cut out, well played. Now it's Osimhen. Robson is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. McAllister, and it's Van Basten. Looking to play him in. And the shot!
Ни хрена себе. Лучше бы на пенальти бежал.
Fine stop from the keeper.
А я
I think he's
захотел
done great there, both reading
без
it and
пенальти.
dealing with it.
Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Can he get on the end of this? That's a nicely shaped... Tries a shot! And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Van Basten. Baresi kept his eye on it, and he's there. And here's the chance to counter. That tackle was certainly sturdy.
Они реально карточек нахватают сегодня.
Referee's given a free kick, and he's going to have his name taken. Costa Curta. McAllister. And this is Van Basten. And a chance!
Бля, какой дрибль хороший.
It's wide, but only just.
Well, I think the
Чуть-чуть
defence
не
are breathing
хватило.
a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that, and it wasn't far away at all.
And that has left him in a heap. Raul bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Van Basten. Danny Olmo. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. And it's Van Basten. Oh, he's been caught
Как
on it
это вообще
here.
возможно?
He's found a way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And here's Van Basten. And the ball's gone astray.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Raul. Van Basten. Osimhen. Aims beyond the great chance. And here
Как-то они в защите слабо это играют.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
corner number 2 then. And now they can spring out of defence. Stam calmly anticipates. Van Basten. McAllister. Oh, he's been caught napping. Robson. Kaka can see things others simply cannot. And here's Danny Olmo. Van Dijk simply refused to be outdone there. Great vision. Engages and forces him off the ball. Pepe. Probing pass. Thinks about the shot. Danny Olmo finds himself offside. McAllister. And it's Van Basten. Pass is just off target. And the referee has signalled for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, I don't mind admitting I wasn't expecting that. Still, I'm not complaining about a very good match with a surprising scoreline. Just don't ask me for a prediction, please.
Red Star can look back at a decent first half. 1-0 the score.
Attention, changement.
So, into the second half. Red Star currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. De Bruyne. Danny Olmo. Davids looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Now it's Osimhen. Danny Olmo. Now, can they get him away? Azar. Davids.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
А потому что нехуй бегать. Правильно сделал. Петрович.
Osimhen absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
And the shot! And he stuck it away. They have come roaring back.
Well, they were starting to look more
Защитником забил. Как это вообще возможно?
no surprise. The fans
Что там
here are
вообще
pretty
защитник
fired
дал
up
в
now.
атаке?
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
He's gone for goal! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Zanetti.
Red Star really just need to be careful for
Ну и
the next 10
навес,
minutes or
блядь.
so,
Что
deal with
это
the
за
pressure
хуйня?
and come again.
Навес, блядь. Откуда ты
Fully
придумал?
pressing going on here. And here's
Пасы
Van
лучше
Basten.
проходят, чем навесы.
And here's Osimhen. Madrid needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. The ball has bounced loose now. De Bruyne hangs in across.
Oh, how that
Опять ты
cross
навес,
missed
бля.
everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a
Я
finishing
знаю,
touch.
что он умеет бить головой Осиман, но ты навес не вовремя въебал.
McAllister. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Навесы
It's been slipped through,
фланга лучше
and they've got
делать.
rid. Oh, good-looking ball. And that is a little undercooked.
И отдавал вперед, но мне кажется, он в офсайде был.
Looking for the run, and he plays one through. Decent chance! It's in! And the game is well and truly turned
Стратега
on
ты
its
менял его
head.
во втором тайме или нет?
And that really is
Может, пора
so,
поменять?
so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment.
Ты
Lovely
чё
moment.
спишь?
Madrid with the lead.
Well, they've done
It's Silva!
Да у них заснул чувак или у тебя? Вроде у них случился. В смысле играть будешь? Я красный, а не синий. Да что ты дал мяч?
Davids proves just a little bit too strong. Played into space. Neatly clipped into space.
Red Star really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's
Что
just a
это?
matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
McAllister. It's run loose here. And here's Osimhen.
Red Star really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Van Dijk cuts it out. Osimhen.
Опять он с своими навесами непонятными.
For offside.
Отвыкать от этих навесов, они вообще непонятные. Меняй стратегию и игроков. Вместо Де Брuyна даже можно Рональдинho поставить. Я думаю. Было бы офигенно. Да, как раз Де Брuyна на Рональдинho. А остальное ты сам знаешь. Гвардиолу поставь. Нахуй этого Консью поставил. Я бы лучше Гвардиолу поставил вместо Консью. Ну ладно, ты же босс. Ольму поменять надо. А вот Консью вместо Ольму. Или, Партисунга вместо Ольму можно еще. Смотри сам. Парчесунка вместо Ольма, не хочешь?
Changement. Le numéro 45.
So
Le
changes
numéro
afoot
10.
here and from
Le
both
numéro
sides.
8. Le numéro 20. Le numéro 6. À leur place, le numéro 11. Le numéro 9. Le numéro 80.
Makaleli.
Ronaldinho.
And he's
Le
had it
numéro
nicked
7.
away.
Le numéro
It's
22.
Batistuta.
Park Ji-sung.
And it's
Changement.
Ronaldinho. Takes a shot. So close to drawing level.
Well, I think that look says it all, Peter. Brilliant save from the keeper. He read the situation superbly.
Look at this. Oh, shooting chance! Madrid are looking to go forward now. Madrid are looking to break at pace. Oh, no joy this time. Red Star now in a position of desperate urgency.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Batistuta, this looks promising. In he goes again! It's hit the upright. That's a risky ball, you've got to say.
Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
Lovely bit of skill. Costa Curta. And that's a good ball.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Shot a goal! Zanetti is there to clear. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. And this is Batistuta. Can he finish? Oh, the ball's come loose here. And that's it. Well,
Ну
what a
извини,
game.
но я буду главный.
To the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see.
Если ты не против. Ну давай разок сыграем 1-1, если хочешь. Все-таки у тебя новые чуваки. Ты настроил, наверное, надеюсь, все. Потому что я теперь только настраивать начал. Настроил, что пенальти будешь дополнительное время? Настроил? Потому что я только что зашел. Ну окей. Сделал какое-то дополнительное время и пенальти. Я готов.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're very much on the way now. Pride, tradition, the game neither dares lose. Oliver Kahn, a huge man with a huge presence. There's the shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic.
And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. Drives it in. Paris Saint-Germain have the chance to go the other way. Guardiola. And it's Rijkaard. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rijkaard. Looking tidy in possession here. Robertson. Now Costa Curta. Dani Olmo. And it's Zanetti. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Oh, important interception. Marcelo. And they're back on the ball again. Osimhen. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Нихуя себе без голов.
Red Star do have a chance to counter here. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Хорошо, когда судью подкупили.
And it's Marcelo.
Хуя себе.
Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Oh, shooting!
Ты же вот так мне хотел сегодня дать 100 раз. Так надо сделать это.
And Paris Saint-Germain take the lead. That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Paris Saint-Germain have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
And that's gone loose. And this is Van Basten.
Red Star really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Shapes to shoot! Koundé getting this one clear. Guardiola out towards the flank. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Vermaelen spots it and intercepts. Ronaldinho delivered with swing. Batistuta! And again, he is at his elastic best.
Batistuta really
Такие
must
не
be
пойдут.
thinking what more he could have done there. It's another inspired save.
Corner number 2 then. Ronaldinho with the short one. Goes for a shot!
Нет, Марсела.
Different reaction.
Я знаю.
Actually didn't do
Аниме.
an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
So, third corner of the game. They've played it short. And now they can spring out of defence. Played into... Oh no, what has happened here? Ronaldinho is herring after that one. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. He's going to be disappointed with that. Stam is a man so notably
Нихуя
robust
себе.
and resolute in his defending. And now they can clear their lines.
Paris Saint-Germain really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Rijkaard. Bebeto.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their...
Ну,
backs to
блядь, нахуй за позячку сделал, все испортил мне.
And he has been fouled there.
Такая
No
атака
surprise,
была.
that's a
Бы.
booking. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And it's Robertson. Pinches it off him. Oh, it's Batistuta.
go. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Robertson is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack.
Занервничал.
That's going to be a booking. Well, that pass isn't the best. Ronaldinho tries to pass it through, and he's picked out the run. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And he's quick to get rid.
О, бля, тут было бы 1-1 бы выход. Дали бы 1 минуту еще.
There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and
3-2 по
inventiveness
ударам.
perhaps
По
the only
ударам
things
ты
lacking.
выигрываешь.
Paris Saint-Germain come in leading by just the odd goal.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
And a shot!
Да ну на! Без фолов.
They are right back in business.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from
Как
here.
это без фолов можно было бы? Нихуя себе! Вратаря снес.
Finish sumptuous.
Red Star are
И
such an
пяточка
adept
занес.
counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
We're looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Koundé, Vermaelen, Rijkaard knocks it into space. Oh, just skips past his man, and he's in on goal.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. And this is Batistuta. Paris
Чиздерство, Батистута.
again. Just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern. Paris Saint-Germain really just need to be careful for the next 10 minutes or so, deal with the pressure and come again.
And he plays one through.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper. Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
Just about up to the hour now. He has a look up.
Osimhen really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Paris ended up in no man's land. Now it's Van Basten. And they can counter here. Oh, super find. Rijkaard gets across to intercept that. Guardiola. And it's Zanetti. Robertson, who's set up one goal so far. Succumbs to the pressure. Zanetti. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks.
Рональдинho подсмодника.
Header! Robertson. Pass somewhat off target. Threads one in. Oh, no joy this time. Vermaelen. That's Rijkaard. Zanetti. Now Costa Curta. Ronaldinho can see things others simply cannot. Now it's Batistuta.
Батистута читерский какой-то сегодня.
So is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Ambitious ball here. And he thumps it clear. And this is Batistuta. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Dani Olmo. Nicely aimed pass. And here's Batistuta. And how did he not put that away?
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be won.
Batistuta!
Надо было менять стратегию, не было когда. Ну, теперь будет.
A finish right from the top draw. And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Changement. Le numéro 6. Le numéro 11.
So changes afoot here, and from both
Le numéro
sides.
22.
Red Star leading now.
Le numéro 8.
Oh, that's tremendous.
Le
They've
numéro
shown
9.
it again and
Le
again in
numéro
this
10.
competition. They'll fight to
Le
the
numéro
very
7.
end. You have to admire them for their spirit.
Stam kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. The final 5 minutes. Park Ji-sung. And that was nowhere near his best.
Paris Saint-Germain really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Decent chance! Oh, wow, that's crazy! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball.
Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul.
Не забывай, что еще дополнительно будет, если ты не включил.
Changement en cours.
Very little time to go, and they have a free kick in a really promising area.
Yeah, and a heart and mouth time for the culprit.
Bale!
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. And Park Ji-sung! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And he's gone backward here. There's a searching pass. Can he finish?
Курва!
Referee, it's a
А,
penalty.
ты тут хуйни натворил.
Saint-Germain have been handed a game-changing
Воздержись,
chance.
я буду вправо бить. А, на квадрат нажал. Молодец. ПП, твой любимый.
So this to turn it right round.
Буду вправо бить, конечно. Куда еще?
That is some save from Khan.
Шутка.
Juke. Nothing in it still. We move to extra time, so we are still gridlocked.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so
Да,
extra
замена
time
здесь
is
не
the
дается.
correct next
Онлайн,
step.
когда играешь дополнительное время, в онлайне даются дополнительную замену. Но
Sont priés de se
когда так играешь,
présenter sécurité.
не дают дополнительную замены. Везун Зиро, точно, Везун Зиро.
So our quest to find the winner continues. Paris Saint-Germain did fantastically well to force extra time, having been on the brink of defeat in normal time. In fact, you could say they're the better off of the two teams, at least psychologically. Searching pass he's played there.
Догони Бейла,
Oh,
блядь,
done well
пас
to reach
хуёвый.
that. Looking for a runner. No, that's been intercepted. McAllister. Koundé. Passing is crisp and sharp. And he's quick to return. Girassi! Oh, no,
Герасимов.
that could be a costly miss. Park Ji-sung. Oh, red. Nice interception.
Girassi really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Nicely shaped ball. Silvestre. Now it's Bale. The referee's awarded a free kick. And he is going into that
Сколько у
little
тебя
black
там
book.
уже желтых? Когда будет побольше красных мне надо? Одной мало.
Rijkaard. And it's McAllister. McAllister. And the finish!
Вот так тебе.
Oh, that could
Bale.
be pivotal! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it! There was no getting to that. Pepe concedes a free kick for that.
Вторая красная. Это хорошо.
Pepe has been sent off, just to confirm that, of course, that was his second yellow card. De Bruyne. And it's Ronaldinho.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
Vermaelen. Rijkaard. To McAllister. Now it's Park Ji-sung. So just 15 minutes still to come. Paris Saint-Germain have done it in good style. Forced to come from behind, they find themselves in front at half-time, which is, for them, more or less ideal. The teams then separated by just one significant
Две
moment.
красные
How
карточки. Ты
telling
чё,
will that
шутишь?
be? The
Нет,
next
теперь надо
15
разнести
minutes
тебя.
will decide.
Хотя время мало очень. Марсело, блядь, центральный защитник. Нормально, молодца. Идеальный. Марсело защитник. Центральный.
Le numéro 80, Ronaldinho.
And we're off
Pour le
for the
remplacer,
final time.
Le numéro 20.
It has been a slugfest. Significant blows landed, but still no knockout. And he can thump it away. Juve was only too happy to help out in defence.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Silvestre. Brilliantly cut out. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Now, he's got space here. Stam deals with that comfortably. Koundé.
Ебануться.
Now it's Girassi. Bale thinks about the shot. And that was very necessary. And it's Koundé. Park Ji-sung. That is lovely.
Paris Saint-Germain really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
And he was quick to react. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Rijkaard. Oh no, that was never going to make it. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome. So that's it. It is all over. So the winners bullish
Ну, у
and
тебя хотя бы
belligerent
рекорд.
after a
Две
remarkable
красные.
collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that.
Меня все зовут англичанином играть. Я уже хочу поиграть в стрелочку, а он меня все зовет, блин. Добренько тогда. Спасибо тебе за игру. В следующий раз будешь реванш делать. Добренько, давай тогда. Счастливенько. До свидания.